Hello everybody, and thanks for joining us for this week's episode of Welcome to Nerdatory, and we're on episode 3, the Blonde Edition. I'm Georgie, and as always I'm being joined again by my lovely co-host Stacey. Hiya Stace!
Hi, blondish Stacy with red, and I'm sleepy. Okay, to start things off, Batman Arkham Knight got a release date, or at least another release date, and it's going to be June 2nd. And they also revealed the different editions, which you could get the standard edition, which won't be as expensive as the other editions. And one of the both of the collector's editions comes with an 80-page art book, the Steel book, the DC Batman Arkham Knight issue number 0, and its limited edition, and 3 unique skins from the New 52, and a Batman memorial statue. And if you want to pay double, you can get a Batmobile statue, if you're into that.
If you're into that, we were talking about it before, weren't we?
Yeah.
Is it like stationary, or does it have moving parts so you can sit on your rug and go vroom vroom like that with it? That's what we want to know. That's the important stuff.
Yes, because if it's just like a statue, I wouldn't want that. But if it's, I'm going to sit on this, and I'm Batman, get out of my way, and like kick things, or at least startle the cat, that would be great. Or put the cat on it, that would be so cute. It would be so worth it. Instantly worth it.
I don't know how I feel about paying that much for it, though, especially if it didn't move or whatever.
Yeah.
You can pay a lot for them, can't you? All these special editions and stuff, but I don't know what really to think about it.
Yeah, because even when we were talking about it, like, where is it? I really like the Arkham City one. I thought that one was neat, and it wasn't. I think it was like $20 more for it, or I don't remember. It was a while ago. And I think it's neat. He doesn't move, but he doesn't need to. He's black and white, and it's Batman, and he's all angry with injustice. Yeah.
I bought the Arkham Origins one, and that came with the big figure as well, with the Joker on it, and Batman's strangling the shit out of him. I paid a little bit extra for that one, but it's a really nice statue as well, so I wouldn't mind paying a bit extra for that. But you know, paying double for the one with the Batmobile on it, and that really doesn't really fuel the flames of my fancy for Batman, really.
Yeah, I mean, it's the Batmobile. Like you said, if you could ride it, then it's way underpriced. Or at least just really worth it. Because it'd be so cute.
So, are you going to be getting Arkham Knight when it comes out?
I still haven't played Origins. I got it on PC because Steam was having a sale, and I can't say no to sales. I have a lot of games I've never played. But I just need this. The one thing holding me back is actually having a gaming PC, so that's the issue. So maybe if I get to play it, even if I don't play it, I think I might, just because I enjoy the Batman games. But I just feel like nothing's ever gonna top Arkham City, because that was a really great game.
Yeah, Arkham City was the best one of the lot, but Origins wasn't that bad, but because it was out of Rocksteady's hands, I think they kind of lost their way a little bit. But now Arkham Knight's back in Rocksteady's hands, I think we're gonna get what we want, basically. And yeah, the whole mysterious thing surrounding the Arkham Knight character, I think that'll be interesting, definitely. There's a lot of theories going around over who it might be at the moment. Just stop with the theories, because I'd like to be very, very surprised when the game drops.
Or at least avoid theories. That would be so fantastic. When it turns out not to be this theory, you just get disappointed and
exactly.
Stupid.
I've definitely got. Well, I had it pre-ordered, but now because there are these special editions, I'm maybe not go for the Batmobile one. Like I said, doesn't fuel the flames of my Batman fancy. Probably just get another one of the editions or something, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, unless we find out more about this Batmobile.
Yeah, definitely. We need to know, does it have moving parts?
Will it fit a person? Possibly all grown up.
Like one of them little ride-around remote control things that you can get for kids. I want one of them. I want to be able to sit on it and have my knees up by my ear rolls and drive around going,
I'm Batman.
It's all good. Secondly, on our lovely news list is the news that we got about Resident Evil Revelations 2. Try saying that when you've had a few pints. We've had some images and stuff for it, and there's a Q1 release for next year as well, and it's going to be released in episodes, if you want to call it that, kind of like the Walking Dead games as well.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. I think it has a lot of potential. Like, I really enjoyed the first season of The Walking Dead and Wolf Among Us, and I think having it split up that way, it's a neat idea.
Well, I haven't played the Walking Dead games yet. I do have a slight problem with episodical stuff. I don't know how I feel about that, but there's supposed to be like some pricing or something. I think it was $15.99 in the UK or something. Then it's going to be something like £3.50 per episode. And as and when they release them, not really too sure about that. But I did enjoy the first Revelations game. That was kind of fun, and I hope 2 is pretty similar to it actually.
That's actually. We'll find out hopefully early next year, because a lot of things are hopefully coming out next year. We'll see.
Yeah. And there's the remake of the GameCube port as well, isn't there? That's coming out. So I don't know. I have funny memories of playing the first Resident Evil game, and that was back on PS1, and yeah, I played that, and then Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3, I've just been hooked ever since. It would be nice to play it on next gen consoles, and hopefully they have sorted out the whole control issue on it. They were saying that they were going to have a different set of controls the way that you do it, so you're not crashing into things all the piece, which is really annoying.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. Hopefully it'll all go well, and they'll take the needed time to get everything fixed.
Yes, definitely. Can't wait for it.
Now, while we're talking about dead things, moving on to more adorable news, Evil Corp is coming out with cute little action figures of Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz, and I keep forgetting the other one, World's End?
The World's End, yeah.
And they're extremely cute
and adorable. So fucking cute.
I definitely want the Hot Fuzz ones and the Shaun of the Dead ones.
I think the ones that I do like the most are the Hot Fuzz ones. They're so fucking cute. Need to own those. Definitely need to own those. And we'll be putting all the links and stuff in the box below, so you can check them out yourselves, and you can see for your own eyes just how ridiculously cute these little figures are.
Yes, and then you could lose your shit over it, because they are so adorable. They're so cute. And just like so, I bet you could move like their clothes a little bit, and that'll be adorable too. And just reenacting little scenes.
What is it? The cornetto thing. Brain freeze.
Exactly. I don't know. It'll be a lot of fun.
Well, that's the only thing about what we've just talked about now with the cornetto trilogy. I really want a cornetto now. Really want a cornetto. And now we're wandering into film territory. Earlier on this week, it was rumoured that Robert Downey Jr. has been tied to the Assassin's Creed film. with the lovely Michael Fassbender. Yes, we like that man.
He's very lovely.
And that would be interesting. Yeah. Be interesting if that actually does come to some kind of fruition. Like we were discussing before, Robert Downey Jr. Everybody loves that man. Everybody loves him. Is that going to have repercussions on maybe like the box office? Is it going to bring in the people?
I think so, especially since Robert Downey Jr. and Michael Fassbender are both with the whole comic book movies. We have Magneto and obviously Iron Man. Oh, Magneto, Iron Man, that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
But I think Robert Downey Jr. will have a big effect on it.
See what they did there.
Yeah. Well, we know who's in control.
Yeah.
I don't know, and Robert Downey Jr., he's a really great actor, and so is Michael Fassbender, so they'd really have to fuck everything else up. Shit movie.
No, I do like Michael Fassbender a lot, and I'm a bit funny with Robert Downey Jr. because I'm not a visitor to the cinema when it comes to Marvel films. I've never really been a Marvel fan. Yeah, and yeah, like I said to you before, I specifically remember Robert Downey Jr. in an Elton John music video, just miming the words with the sweats. He had the sweats.
He was going through a lot.
Pull him straight out of rehab. Here, do this video. We'll give you money.
Yeah, it's like, yes, please.
Well, yeah. Yeah, because rehab doesn't pay for itself, does it? Mm-hmm. But I still keep wondering about Michael Fassbender, as in, I mean, is he supposed to be in the film? Yeah, we've kind of figured that out, that he probably is. Who's he going to be playing in it? Exactly what other roles does he have with the production of this film? I mean, we all know that he is a fabulous actor, which he is, and very nice to look at. But I want to know more information. It's been quite hush-hush about it, I think.
Yeah. I think they're probably just still trying to know themselves what's going to happen, what's going on, and get everything kind of really set up, because after that whole negative publicity about them not wanting a female protagonist because it'd be too difficult.
Yeah.
I think they're just waiting to have something solid and something that they could actually that could stand up on its own, I would assume.
Yeah, yeah. I want to see how it all pans out, especially with the current track record that we've got of Hollywood taking on video games and turning them into films and stuff. That mad German bloke whose name evades me at the moment. Oh, what did he did films of Alone in the Dark and Postal and stuff. I'm probably saying his name wrong. Uwe Ball or something. He's a madman. He should be stopped. He's like Michael Bay.
He needs to go away then. Stop.
Mm-hmm. In fact, there was a petition on the internet some years ago basically saying we want this man to stop making films entirely because they are all crap. Anything he's ever done is proper shit.
They shouldn't go the route of a petition. They should do a Kickstarter, and that way he'll have financial motivation to stop. And there you go.
I'll tell you what, he even did a Far Cry film as well. And apparently he tries to sue anybody who tries to download it off the internet. That's what was said.
Oh, God.
Yeah, he's mental. The guy's mental.
I don't know who's crazier, though. Him trying to sue each individual or the person trying to download and watch it?
I know. I think it's become one of those urban legends of the internet or something like that, and people go on the prowl for it. And then they find it, and then boom! This German guy comes out of the middle of nowhere like Slender Man, who's like, I'll sue you, you bastard!
It's my movie. I'll take out your eyes. You saw it.
Oh, don't no. Just, I hope the Assassin's Creed film, when it does eventually drop, is gonna be good, because can't handle any more bad video game movies. Can't, just no.
I can't even think of any actually good video game movies. Or yeah, I can't think of any. Well,
I can remember, like, so bad that they're good video game films, and the first one that springs to mind is Street Fighter with the Jean-Claude Van Damme and the Kylie Minogue.
yeah, no, I can see your point in that one. Just saying who the stars, all the actors and actresses that come out in it, just says it's so bad it's good.
Yeah, it's so bad it's good. That is, now Street Fighter is definitely, and I suppose Mortal Kombat as well. The Mortal Kombat film, the first one, has quite an odd little corner in my heart. Yeah, I don't know why.
Well, while we're on the topic of so bad it's good, it's been announced that Sony's going to go ahead and do a 23 Jump Street, even though they haven't confirmed any kind of director for the future film, but they've started working on the script.
I haven't even seen 22 Jump Street yet, so I did like the first one. The first one really did make me laugh a lot. I need to get this 22 Jump Street when it comes out on Doomsday. But no, it should be interesting when the 23 Jump Street comes out. Are they just going to carry on going up the numbers or something for however many sequels that they're going to have?
I don't know. I saw 21 Jump Street and I thought it was funny and how they didn't take themselves seriously, and they kind of like pointed out that it was another movie doing the whole remake thing of an old show, and how it's just like kind of
bringing back shit from the 80s and
but like it fessed up to it and it made fun of itself for it. And the second movie just does even more of that, and it's just so great. Throughout the film, they're like, oh, it's like one of those stupid sequels, and it's exactly the same as the first one, so just do everything you did in the first one. But it's funnier than the first one. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'll
hopefully
need to get it when it
it's
comes
still
out.
good. I think I'll get it when it comes out too.
Yeah. I never went to see it at the cinema. Yeah, like I said in one of our previous episodes, the last time I went to the cinema was probably to see Magic Mike or something like that. Also starring Channing Tatum. Yes.
Tatum? He needs
Channing
to change his
Tatum,
name.
yes.
That is a lot better.
Channing Tatum. And the other news that we've got as well, it's been rumoured that there is going to be a Teen Titans telly show. There's another thing for you to try and say when you've had a few pints. Teen Titans telly show. And that's by TNT. If they put in an order for a pilot or something.
Yeah, they're working on producing a pilot.
Yeah, and it's been rumoured that Nightwing's going to be the lead character in it.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't really have much knowledge on like the whole Teen Titans thing. A little bit maybe. I have watched the cartoon and stuff a little bit. It's not one of the things that I really got into, but it seems to be another comic book property that's been snapped up by all the telly bigwigs and making a show about it, because apparently that's the it thing to do at the moment.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I never watched read the comic or saw the cartoon on, I think, Cartoon Network. But I know that it's really good, and I know a lot of people that have watched it and enjoy it and tell me to watch it and enjoy it. But, I'm stubborn, and I just have so many things to watch that I don't watch.
Again. Well, I mean, we do have October coming up for the Coming This Fall TV. Still looking forward to Constantine, definitely. That is one comic book property. Demon Dean!
Shirtless Demon Dean, who rode his nipple.
They're calling him Demon on all of the, like, follow Supernatural and stuff on Facebook.
I don't know, Oh, and with True Blood, when Lilith was inside of Bill, how they were saying Billith. That was really good too.
I love all these really stupid words that they come up with. It kind of makes me smile, but then you have a bit of a giggle to yourself about it.
That's exactly why I enjoy it. It's like, ah, that's silly and kind of stupid. I enjoy it.
Oh,
What else have we got?
So okay, what have we got? Oh, the Rocky Horror MAC Cosmetics. Give us the rundown.
Yeah, MAC Cosmetics. Oh, that one was tricky for me. Is launching a Rocky Horror Picture Show line, and it has lipstick, I think, nail polish, eyeshadows, and stuff like that. And it's getting released October 2nd. So it'll be fun seeing all the different shades and stuff. I don't know. I think I just want to get like a lipstick and a nail polish just so it'll have the Rocky Horror picture emblem. It'll be cute.
I don't have much to do with MAC Cosmetics, but I do like some of the stuff that they bring out. Like this one will be fun. I love Rocky Horror.
Me too. I've never bought anything from MAC, and I hear that their like foundation or compact is kind of what is it? Not creamy, but greasy. So I kind of stay away from them. But I will definitely look into them now because of the Rocky Horror Picture Show. I want to look like Frankenfurter.
I've heard good stuff about their lipstick and that.
Well, it'll be interesting to see, especially their nail polish. I'm big on nail polish, even though I don't have anything on right now. It was green. It was green.
It was green.
Fall off.
Well, I've got like a huge bag of nail polishes, but I've started going and actually getting acrylics put on my nails because they're that bad. But yeah, it'd be nice just to have this really, what's the word? Almost recognizable Rocky Horror red color, the big lipstick and
Exactly, especially since it starts out with just like this mouth talking to you in like this very vibrant lip color. So I'm just gonna like cut holes out of things and just start reenacting the movie. Be like, no, it's completely legitimate. It's Rocky Horror Picture Show cosmetics. I know what I'm doing.
It's all good.
Mhm. I'm pretty much a professional.
Oh, can't wait to see it. And you'll have to come on one of our episodes and you know, with your lipstick on, and this is a Rocky Horror lipstick.
Do it all over the top, like lips out to here.
Yeah.
I couldn't stop.
Sing us a song.
I'll do Damn It, Janet.
It's brilliant. It's brilliant. And I suppose this is, we're going to be having, especially in the near future, maybe a reboot section of the show because, like we discussed last week on our current distaste for most of the reboots that seem to be popping up at the moment, it has been, was it Paramount Pictures saying that they're bringing out 2 more Terminator films called Terminator Genesis, and they're going to be a reboot of the original franchise, and I'm not happy about that. There's another one we're not happy about. Oh, why?
Yeah, when I first read about it, I thought they were just going to add on, just like Terminator Salvation, how it just seemed to be kind of way later on after the other, what was it? Why did I want to say Turtle? The one with, what's her name? It's on something Dane. Okay, I'm getting really bad at this. T3, because T3 was a good while after T2, and then it seems like T4, Salvation, was it was a while after T3, and I just thought they were just going to add on to the storyline. And it's just really disappointing that they're just like, oh, okay, no more ideas, let's just start it all over and keep going.
Yeah, it's it is the reboot virus that seems to be going around at the moment. Like we were saying in last week's episode, Hollywood and its originality seems to have disappeared up its own arsehole, and they're just bringing out all this stuff that we've seen before. And like when we were talking about before, I grew up watching a lot of these films, and Terminator 2 was one of my favourites when I was a kid, and it still is now. And I really don't know what to feel about the idea of there being a reboot of the original one. It makes me angry.
Yeah, and I know what you mean about Terminator 2. I remember when I saw it as a kid, I thought John Connor was so adorable. He was my childhood boyfriend. Aside from the boy from the Sandlot.
Oh, you look at Edward Furlong now, John Connor in T2. Oh my God, what happened to him?
He looks terrible.
Oh my God.
He started getting bad in what's it called? Detroit Rock City. That's when he kind of started losing himself.
Yeah, you can see the descent into something not quite right in Detroit Rock City, which is actually another one of my favourite films. I thought that film was awesome. But
what is it? No, you can fly away.
From this right baby face to this. He went from this right baby face kid to this ashtray looking thing. I don't know.
And you just look so disgusting. Like, you want to poke him with a stick and then go wash yourself with bleach. I don't know. He's just in the movies that he's been coming out in are just shitty, and
yeah,
it's not good.
I suppose that's what fame can do to you and stuff, isn't it? It's a downward spiral in some cases. We want the old Edward Furlong back.
Mm-hmm.
Bring him back.
John Connor did not live up to his expectations. Arnold Schwarzenegger should slap some sense into him. Okay, and well, now we're going into our discussion of Destiny. That came out on Tuesday the 9th, possibly. I don't remember anymore.
Yeah,
and
earlier on this week.
I've been playing it. Yeah, I'm really bad with it. It's so sad. But Tuesday, it was definitely a Tuesday where they came out.
Yeah. I got it in the mail on Tuesday morning, and then I had to work, so it was sat there in its lovely little box, and I really want to get in and play it. It's fun. I'll say that much. It is fun, but there's plenty wrong with it. There is definitely plenty wrong with it. In terms of story, I can't really seem to find much of a story.
Yeah. Well, I've been really enjoying it. It's definitely beautiful. And you see, I didn't really find an issue with it until we started talking about the whole story of Destiny, and that's when I realized I don't know it. I don't know about any story. In fact, when the whole Ghost, when he does this little spiel about what we're supposed to do, most of the time I just ignore him because I feel like he's not saying anything really interesting, and then I just look up where I'm supposed to go and I start running that way. Which is kind of sad.
It is a bit nondescript when it comes to story, because you start out at the beginning, you're a guardian who's apparently been dead for some set amount of time, I don't know why, and then a little ghost guy comes up, revives you, and then is like, you've got to find a gun. Right, and then there's some bad guys over there, you've got to shoot them. Right, and then you go on to the next bit, and you're like, right. There's not really anything that connects the things together, I think. It's quite vague, I suppose, if you want to call it something. It's vague.
Yeah, and I feel like they could have definitely done more, because I know when I'm playing and the Ghost, I don't even know if that's what it's called, Ghost, just Ghost. When Peter Dinklage, when he starts freaking out and he says, like, oh, they're coming in through the walls, or like, oh, this was blah, 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 whatever, what have you, it startles me. It's like, oh, no, and it starts freaking me out. And I just feel like he has that kind of livelihood in his voice, and as a whole ghost thing, they could have gone a lot further with it and given him a lot more dialogue, and he could have even been kind of just giving you the rundown of what happened to the Guardians, what's going on with the Fallen, and more details about how we went from basically present day into that type of future, or if it's even a parallel world. We don't know any of this.
Yeah, there's not been much in terms of backstory or anything like that, I don't think. I mean, where am I up to at the moment? I'm just about done the missions on Venus, so I don't even think I'm that far through. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But as in terms of cutscenes and stuff, there doesn't seem to be. It's not cutscene heavy, I don't think.
No,
and
not
even
at all.
then, it's all dialogue about what's happening at the time. There seems to be no backstory. They're not going into any kind of backstory, which is annoying me at the moment because. You'll get to this bit, and then all of a sudden this character comes out of nowhere, and then you've got to go to this place, and them are bad guys, and they're even more badder than the last bad guys that you face, and you've got to shoot them because they're bad, because they're really bad. Why are they bad? What did they do? Like, do they all have individual names? Anything like that? Why is this lot bad and more bad than these guys? And what did they do? And why are them fighting? Why are we all fighting? I don't bloody know why, and I want to.
Yeah, they really just threw you out there and were like, hey, go shoot over there. And they just didn't really worry about anything else, about any kind of character development or, well, anything.
Yeah, and, well, obviously they've got some big names attached to the game itself. So, obviously, Peter Dinklage as the little ghosty dude. Nathan Fillion is the Hunter, Vanguard, top bollocks guy or whatever. Who else? Bill Nighy is the speaker. And for some reason, every other male voice in this game just makes me think of Idris Elba. Don't know why. I think it's just the sound. Every other male character in the game sounds like Idris Elba. Oh, for God's sake. And Paul McCartney as well, who did the theme song, which you get played in the end. And I've heard it, and I really don't know what to think about it because I'm not a massive fan of Paul McCartney. All I need to say is Mull of Kintyre makes me want to open a vein.
Yeah, I feel like with those big name actors, they could have actually used it. I mean, if they're bringing in these people to do something, they should have really utilized it and not just spent their money with getting them, but actually spent their money trying to create a story and making it good and just giving people details, background information, and everything like that. Because I'm enjoying it, but I'm just enjoying the whole. I'm gonna run over here now. Is there any like loot over here? It was just driving me up the wall that I haven't been able to get rid of my spin metal yet. I get really lost in the tower, and I'm just like, I don't know where I'm going anymore. I just want to leave. Where am I? I'm gonna jump. I just jump and slide.
Have you managed to play in a co-op story game yet?
No, I haven't. All I've done, I think I'm on the moon now, and I barely did one mission on the moon. And throughout the whole thing, I've been saying, Stacy, she walking on my face, because of the mighty douche. So I just keep saying, when you're the moon.
Today, mate, a cup of tea.
Jupiter.
It's a song, you ain't got one.
I've been having a lot of fun on the moon because of that. And somebody stole my pike, which I was really upset with the whole multiplayer aspect to it because somebody stole my pike. Not cool.
See, I can't even get into the multiplayer, the Crucible, because I'm on satellite broadband and I have very, very strict NAT settings on it. I'm on type 3. I've been trying to find a way around it, and I can't do any port forwarding because it's all been blocked, and it's just completely... It's basically taken away half of the game for me, so I am definitely going to have to find my way around it. But I can actually play in like a fire team going through the story mode. In fact, I was playing with some friends last night, and it is quite fun, and the difficulty level does go up the more people that you have in your fire team. But I'd say it's fun when you are playing with other people. I think that's the thing with this game. I think they seem to have put more development into maybe the multiplayer aspect of it, and it almost seems like the story has suffered because of it. It's actually quite a vapid story mode, I think. It's visually striking. It's fun to play, but they just seem to have forgot about the story.
Yeah,
So,
they definitely pushed it aside. For the I guess just everybody, other people being around, I was kind of irritated with it at first, because it's like, get out of here, I'm trying to enjoy the story mode, I'm trying to do my own thing. But then I just kind of started ignoring it until I was doing a patrol by myself, and I had to protect this one area, basically, and they're just coming down, wave after wave, and I was getting to the point where I was about to die, and then 3 other people came in, and if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have been able to do it. And then I was like, this is useful, and it is kind of fun, because it was just pretty neat seeing these people out of nowhere basically save my ass. So that was nice. Yeah. And we should patrol together if we can't do the whole Crucible thing, which I haven't even done because I'm just not really big on multiplayer and competing. I'm very competitive, but I just don't like competing, it doesn't make any sense.
No, we do need to get on and go do some story shit at some point and then complain about it.
Yes, and walk on the moon.
Walk on the moon. It's as big as a garage.
We did have our Mighty Boosh episode.
Yeah. In fact, we could probably talk about what we're going to be doing in future episodes because, well, Stacey and I, we do like a lot of the same things, and a lot of the same things that we do like do have a sort of cult status, if you want to call it that. And one of them that we are going to do is the Mighty Boosh, because we're massive Boosh fans. Massive Boosh fans.
It's so big. It's just so great. The everything, the dialogue, the music, the costume.
The crimping.
Oh, I love the crimping. And what's one of the reasons why I like regular show so much, because they basically crimp in it.
We love the crimping. But I suppose we have Destiny to thank for that, especially, that little inside joke we have about the moon and stuff. We have Destiny to thank for that. Yeah, that kept us entertained on the moon.
When you're on the moon. What was it, Neil Armstrong? He's walking on my face. It's just so great. I love the moon character. It's just so sweet. Especially how the faces he'd make. I forgot his name. I know he's Vince Knorr in the show, but I forgot his RL name.
Noel Fielding.
There we go.
Noel Fielding. My mother's favourite character, actually, in the Mighty Boosh is the moon as well. She thought it was hilarious.
It is. He's so adorable. I just love all the random stuff.
They could have actually put Noel Fielding's moon in Destiny. That would have made that entertaining. They should have. Yeah, that sounded pretty bad. But yeah, the moon.
Guardians,
not like his bare ass or anything like that. We don't want Noel Fielding's bare ass in Destiny. We want the moon going on about Jupiter burning his fish fingers. No, setting fire to his fish fingers, sorry.
And maybe a new moon trying to come along, and then Jupiter is going to munch him.
Yeah.
It'd be pretty
In fact,
great.
I don't even know how many planets there are that you can float around and explore and stuff in Destiny. Okay, well, what forgot? So we've got the Earth, and then we've got the Moon. Oh yeah, there's Mars to come, isn't there? I'm only on Venus at the moment. Yeah, yeah. There's Mars to come. I forgot about that. Completely forgot about that.
Hmm. Yeah, I have no idea. I haven't even looked at it, and I'm a procrastinator, and I've been playing too much on Earth because I really like Uncharted for me is perfect because I like looking for things. So having the whole treasures thing and like an X amount of them,
Yeah.
it's perfect. But not knowing how many of those little loot boxes things there are, I just keep looking for them in the dead ghosts because sometimes you can't even see them, and it's like, oh, revive this ghost, or what is
Yeah.
it? Collect the dead ghost. So I just need to move on and stop focusing on the
I never
little stuff.
actually found that much in the game because I know you like doing all the little side missions and stuff first, don't you? I'm the exact opposite. I have to complete the story first, and then I'll go back and start looking for all the little fiddly bits.
No, I don't know. I get compulsive with it, or obsessive compulsive with it.
I have to go back and do everything last.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I roll. That's
No, it's probably more
But,
efficient, or at least time efficient.
time efficient, yeah. Oh, I forgot what I was going to say just then. I mean, how are you finding the actual gameplay though in Destiny?
I enjoy it. I don't think it's too hard. Well, I was hard getting used to it because I've been playing so much First Light. I was doing the whole battle arena
Yeah.
thing, and I'm trying to hunt for all the trophies. So it was really hard in the beginning when I was trying to dash away, and my character was just basically crouching. I'm like, no, I need to like the neon thing and get away from there. What's going on? So that was just very frustrating. But now I just need to focus more on the whole. It's basically like Bioshock with the shooter mechanics.
Yeah.
So it's just getting used to it. So I'm starting to get used to it. It's starting to get easier, and I'm not crouching in front of the enemy anymore. So that's a good thing. Yeah, but it's pretty fun, and I like how smart the, I guess, AI is. The whole looking for cover or knowing kind of where to go and find you. Makes it more, it keeps you on your toes, and you can't really like camp out in spots. Because you will die.
I totally agree with you on the AI. Like, I'm still playing. I'm playing Destiny like I'm playing Halo almost because I did used to play a lot in the matchmaking games and stuff on Halo back in the day, and that was the whole shoot at the enemy and then like punch him in the face. I'm still doing that in Destiny. Yeah. I'm so used to the Halo controls and just the way that I played it that I'm still doing it in Destiny. So it just makes sense to me. So I'm going around pew 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 and then knife in the head.
Well, it's kind of easier. Like I picked I think Warlock. So I have the little like I don't know. I just always say get out of here, like pushing them away because that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
And I just start shooting, and sometimes it takes too long, so I just start running towards them and just like shove them out of the way because it's just faster instead of just staying in the spot and just shooting and shooting and shooting, and then have them like spurt out these little blue things at me.
I'm playing as a hunter, so mine is my melee is basically like a knife thing. And I got the throwing knife as well, but I am terrible with the throwing knife because you're supposed to aim. You're supposed to aim, and every so often I'm like, oh, I'm gonna kill you with my throwing knife, and then I throw it, and the enemy just moves out the way at the last second, and I hit a fucking wall, and then you have to wait for the cooldown to wear off. Oh my god, I'm so bad with the throwing knife.
I hate when they move. No, I have a rocket launcher, or it's an I think it's a rocket launcher, and it's so hard getting ammo for that. So when I do have ammo, I get really excited, and those stupid captains are really annoying to kill. because of the shield. And so I get it, I aim it, and I'm ready, and I shoot, and the bastard moves out of the way. And it's just like, hey, do you not know how hard it is getting this ammo?
Literally milliseconds before it hits, isn't it? Just literally milliseconds, and they just go like that.
Like, most of the time, I can't even do that. And it seems like they can slide to the side, and I want to slide to the side, because me moving away, I'm still taking damage, because you can't even run that fast backwards, and that really irritates me, too. I don't know. I wish you could evade better. Or maybe you can when you level up, because I'm barely at level 8.
I forget what I'm on. I'm edging towards level 12, I think. Something like that. The evading thing's really annoying, but I'm trying to master the whole double jump backwards thing and then kind of maneuver around so I can make a quick getaway in the opposite direction.
Yeah, I've been jumping now, too, because it's just easier. I did that on the first mission of the moon with the wizard that's in there. He was kind of really hard to kill. So he'd start killing me, and I'd just jump up, and I'd float away. It's like he couldn't shoot up to his own level. He'd be like, goodbye! And I'd land somewhere and just wait for my health to recharge. Yeah. I just kind of jump and float away.
I've been doing that. It works all right, but
it works better than running.
Too much. Oh yeah, definitely works better than running. I won't give away too much, but you get into some really early battles, and they're like those kind of battles that you get where I really want to finish this, but oh my god, it is winding me up something chronic, and I can't get past it. I'm just, really annoying, and some of the enemies are just relentless, and you think, what am I doing with my life?
Oh, I hate that kind. It just pisses me off, and then that's when I get into like a little hissy fit, like, this game is stupid, what I'm doing is stupid, I don't like this, the Fallen are stupid, they need to get out of my face. I don't take losses very well. Especially repeated losses, or just like, no, I'm not going to enjoy that.
Yeah, the kind that make you rage quit.
Yes, oh, I'm a rage quitter. But then I'll pick it back up because it's like, I'm not a quitter, and I'm just really persistent, like that annoying persistent. So, I mean, that annoys me. Yeah. It's just, I don't want it to defeat me. But then I don't like not being able to defeat it. I don't know.
Yeah, there have been a few moments where I really have wanted to rage quit, and I'm like, no, calm down, take 5 minutes, I'll go outside, have a cigarette, make myself a cup of coffee or something, and then come back, and then I still can't do it. Oh, that did not work. I always thought that was like a tried and tested method of being able to get past something that's really difficult, is to just take 5 or 10 minutes out. Gather your thoughts, look at some stupid crap on the internet, just take your mind off it, go back, and then hopefully do it first time. Not the case with Destiny. Definitely not the case.
Yeah, that's going to drive me nuts then. Looking forward to that.
Oh, yes. No, but we do need to get together in a co-op story game or something, so yeah, we can complain about the lack of story and basically just go, oh, look how pretty it is. I have no idea what's going on. I'll just go this way and kill these guys.
Yeah, like, I want to know about that weird, like, glowing ball eye thing that can teleport, like, the captains.
Yeah.
At least even PvZ gives you background information on each little zombie you fight, and they're not even doing, you can't get a little manual like, oh, this bad guy comes from this planet, or they all got created in some kind of factory, and now we're all basically trying to kill them because we kind of fucked ourselves over with that invention. We have no information.
Yeah, hopefully the further we actually get on into the game, we might get a bit more information, but it kind of bothers me that you start off with very little and then you seem to acquire very little in background information. It's a pet peeve of mine, you know. I want to know what's going on. I want to get a bit more involved in this story. I want to be interested in it. All I'm interested in at the moment is actually getting to a point where that may happen. You know, getting a bit more story, because I really do want to know. And I think Bungie have kind of dropped a bollock when it comes to that.
Yeah, I feel the same way. The way games usually start out is you have a good half hour, maybe a little bit more, of just them giving you all this background information, so many cutscenes you can't avoid, and then they let you go off on your own, and that's when it kind of gets started. And for Destiny,
Yeah.
I think the longest way to have to do was when the game was installing, and then that was it.
Yeah.
And then it was, what, like 3 minutes of Ghost reviving you and giving you a tiny little spiel about what, like, hey, don't die, or hey, you might die. I forgot.
Yeah. It annoyed me. That did annoy me, but because I played the alpha and I played the beta as well, I could figure out, yeah, they probably don't want to give too much away, so they're not giving you much in terms of story, just the bare minimum, you know, because they are like, they were in the testing phase.
Mm-hmm.
But pretty much the first, well, you're on Earth, aren't you? And then you get the option to go to the moon. After you've done all the missions on the Earth, that was basically what happened in the beta. That when you were playing Destiny, finish all the Earth stuff and then get to the moon. That is what happened in the beta. So there's been no massive deviances between what happened then and in the finished game now, and that has annoyed me.
Yeah, usually with betas, they just give you what's going to happen with the multiplayer or the co-op scenarios, and they just leave out the story, because obviously they don't want anything to leak out, but it's just disappointing that they didn't take the time to give it more substance.
Yeah. It is lacking in substance. That is definitely the word to use. So that it's lacking in substance. But I don't know. I suppose we're both gonna carry on playing it through, and we'll see what happens with it. If we do get any more backstory, or if we do have a general idea of what's happening, because I don't.
I just know that the Fallen are supposedly bad, and they shoot at me, and that's not cool. That is not the thing to do. Oh, and it's so scary, too. Like, going into an area, and you suddenly see these guys with little question marks as their, I guess, the level they're at.
Yeah.
It's like, back away slowly. Because sometimes they can shoot you when you're dead.
When you try firing at them, and then almost every single gun that you fire at them, and then the little thing pops up that says immune. And you're like, I'm just going to leave now.
My mistake. I'm sorry, I just sneezed. I'm going to go.
Just leave you alone. Sorry to bother you.
Exactly. Just undo, fly away.
No, double jump backwards and then run.
That's right. Because you can't dash or anything like that. Just
nope.
Fly away.
They've denied us a speedy exit.
So frustrating.
Well, yeah, we'll see how it goes when we play more, and I suppose we'll take it from there as well, won't we?
Yeah, hopefully the story's all at the end, like, oh, you guys didn't know this, but here's this whole backdrop. They gave us like a little history lesson, even though I don't think that's the case.
Yeah, we just get this huge bloody novel dumped on us at the end.
Yeah, the end of the game is just like 2 hours of cutscenes and dialogue.
Yeah. Kind of like the end of Metal Gear Solid 4 then.
Yeah.
That was a huge long-ass cutscene, and I cried all the way through it.
I remember seeing
no joke.
gameplay? Walkthroughs on it. Oh, gameplay works too.
Mm-hmm. I did have cried all the way through the end, but Destiny's only making me cry in the sense that it's quite frustrating at times, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, and I'll stop lurking around for the boxes and the spin metal and stuff like that. Because when I do that too, I get so tired of it. I don't want to do any missions. I'm like, oh, I've been playing this for too long. I'm bored. I don't want to do this anymore. I'll have done nothing, or I'll do one mission and like, whoa, that's a lot already. I've been roaming the moon. I haven't been finding anything aside from looters that steal your pike. Not cool. Your pikesicle. Yeah.
The pikesicle. Pikesicle. I'm going to use that from now on. Well, we're done with the Destiny talk because it's now time for our favourite part of our lovely, humble little show, which is Mole Watch.
It's the best part. Everybody wants to know what's going on with the mole.
Mole Watch. With the mole, yeah. In case this is the first time that you're actually watching Welcome to Nerdatory, we've got a bit of a thing about Norman Reedus' mole. And we seem to have developed a weekly segment for it. But Mole Watch this week consists of Norman Reedus and his mole releasing a book, and it's a collection of all different pieces of paintings, sketches, things like that. Even cakes. Get this, check this out, cakes. From Norman Reedus' fans, you know, he's been sent them in, or he's found them from somewhere, and he's piled them all together in this huge ass book, and it's going to cost you about $60 or something when it's finally released. I think it will be a little while from now, not quite sure, but a majority of all the proceeds are going to charity as well, so that is a good thing.
Yeah, and it'd be interesting to see someone make a cake out of Norman Reedus' mole and then eat it. Someone has eaten Norman Reedus' mole. Oh, and I know there are tattoos there too. The photos of Norman Reedus tattoos. Yeah. Someone had a mole tattooed on them.
We'd like to see that.
Yes.
No, we need to see what's going to go into this book, and probably criticise it. So it's like somebody's done a sketch, or they've done a cake. I'm really intrigued by a Norman Reedus cake. That'd be quite interesting. You know, like you get the little sugar craft figures sometimes on cakes. I'd like to see like a Walking Dead cake and a little figure of Daryl, and the mole. The mole has to feature on it, because if the mole is not on anything, then it's not a true to life representation.
Yep, it's completely another shit. It's not right.
Yeah, shit. Get it out. Get it out my face.
Like, this is wrong. Slap it away. They need to do the mole justice, not just included, but add mole justice to it.
Mole justice. Mole justice.
Nice to meet your mole.
Nice to meet your mole. Mole, 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 mole. It's the same every bloody week. Every bloody week with Mole Watch, we end up quoting Austin Powers.
Nice to mole you. Meet you.
Nice to mole you. Nice to meet your mole.
Oh, Norman Reedus. It's his mole.
Oh, you and your mole.
It's a thing of beauty and of molitude.
Molitude.
Mm-hmm. That's what its mole has.
That's brilliant.
Should we wrap it up?
Anyway, yeah, I think we're all ready for buys.
Okay, well, thank you everyone for joining us, and please subscribe, like, comment, talk to us. We would enjoy communicating with you in in any way possible. We can talk about Norman Reedus' mole, how it's going with Destiny for our viewers, and yeah, it'd be nice to have feedback. And as always, bye. I'm Stacy. Georgie. No, say
bye,
hello.
everyone.
Okay, bye, and we'll see you next weekend. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.